Hello everyone, welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the Capricorn Love Outlook for the week. And before I get started, we just have, I'm a minute late. Sorry about that, guys. Before I get started, just reminding everyone, hello Capricorn Moon. I'm just reminding all of you that the Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck is the one that I'm giving away on my channel this month. Every month I do give away a tarot deck, and last month I gave away the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and this month I'm giving away this one. It's a really nice box set, and all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and just leave me a comment letting me know that you're interested in the giveaway. Alright, that's it. That's all you have to do, and I love giving away tarot decks. You know, it's fun. It's something nice to do. And still waiting for the winner of last month's giveaway to get back to me. So I encourage you guys, even if you want to be in the drawing and you subscribe, if you don't watch my channel all month, that's fine. Just make sure to remind yourself to check back at the end of the month and see if you're the winner. There's no way of me contacting any of my subscribers. They have to contact me first. Right? So I think a lot of people who enter giveaways on YouTube, they don't realize that because they think that somehow they'll just be notified. But you can't notify anybody who's subscribed to you. You just can tell if they're subscribed or not. Otherwise, all of the communication is in the comments. Hello, Shonda. Hello, B. Utah. Shonda Arrington. Hello, hello. So I'm just putting that out there as a kind of service announcement to people on YouTube. If you follow a channel, make sure you email them and stuff, you know, especially if you are wanting to be in a giveaway. There's no way for that channel creator to contact you otherwise. All right, just in time for the reading, I've got fire trucks going on. I'm sorry about that. Wow, it's a lot of them. All right, let's get right into it, my lovely Capricorns. We're going to pull out your romance angel messages first. Then I'm going to get into your spread. This is a look into a relationship or a connection that you have with someone. Whatever the state of that connection is, it's important to you. It could be in separation or what have you. It could be doing very well. Whatever the case is, then we're going to look at your spreads, and then I'm going to use my beautiful new Mystic Moon Oracle deck as well. So let's get right into it, Capricorn. We have codependency. Wow. And we have new love. These two have been coming up recently. Codependency and new love, and release your ex. True love. Wow. Capricorn. 3, interesting, right? Interesting messages when you get codependency there. But these messages can really kind of come out in a number of ways. So let's just get your spread out. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Okay, I hope you guys are being safe, hanging in there. You know, the readings on my channel have definitely had a general vibe to them, a kind of running theme that everyone in my collective is going through, but it's all been very positive. So let's just see what you and your person are looking at over this next week. So this is just a snapshot into the next week for this connection. For my lovely Capricorns. I have my Venus in Capricorn. I'm a Sagittarius, but I have Capricorn energy in my chart. It's very interesting. It feels interesting. All right, your person is resonating with Page of Swords, King of Swords, 7 of Wands, and Page of Wands. Changing up my layout for the weekly love outlook. I'm pulling more cards. Then we have for you 8 of Wands, the Moon, 10 of Wands. A lot of fire, guys. And 3 of Wands. Look at all of that fire. All of those wands. At the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune has been coming out a lot as well this week for people. So let's get into it. There's a lot of fire. A lot of mixed emotions definitely for you. But there's an unburdening here. So some of you, I don't know, some of you may be leaving one relationship for another. Let's get into it. Your person, right? Your connection with this individual, what they're resonating with. This week, they're going to be coming in. They're feeling really good, I'm going to say, right? They're feeling really good. They have a real sense of self-esteem with this Page of Swords. They're feeling very sort of confident. Certainly working towards a positive state of mind. This person that you're dealing with is going to be somebody who's very, very good at strategy, ideas, communications. They may be a little bit domineering with that King of Swords. All right, Capricorn. You might be dealing with somebody who's a little bit of, I don't know, not necessarily domineering, but it's like they have a very definite idea of the way they think things should go. Right, very, very logical, very clear-headed, but also they might come off a little bit cold. This week is going to be a challenge for them, though. They're going to be struggling against a lot of obstacles. And it's interesting because it's like this is a love reading. This is not a reading into their week for their life. So how does this impact this relationship? It feels to me like your person has obstacles in the way of this connection with you, right? They have a certain idea of how they want this relationship to be with the King of Swords. They might be a little bit overbearing with the way they want the relationship to be, right? That King of Swords has that attitude of saying, look, these are the rules, you know, and this week is going to be a bit of a struggle for them for whatever reason. By the end of the week, they're pretty idealistic and I want to say feeling quite positive. Now, you're coming in this week and you've got a lot of mixed emotions coming in, a lot of mixed messages coming in. Again, I want to say I feel like for some of you Capricorns, you're dealing either with an ex coming into a relationship that you're having with this individual. I don't believe that this is the ex. This is the connection that you have now. But this week, for some reason, there's a lot of mixed emotions for you. So it could be an ex or it could be someone that you're still maintaining a relationship with to a certain degree, but they're impacting you this week with the Eight of Wands. And Eight of Wands really is a feeling, it's that feeling like you feel like you suddenly have to put boundaries in place with someone, right? It could be that they're overstepping their bounds and you're feeling really sort of out of your element with that moon energy. You have moon, 10 of Wands, and 3 of Wands for you. So this week is going to be feeling like a real testing phase. I'm going to get ready to pull out some other cards. It's going to feel like a real testing phase for you. I think you're going to be feeling like your heartstrings are being tugged a lot. There's going to be feeling, for some of you, you're going to even be feeling a sense of oppression with that 10 of Wands. A feeling of, I don't want to say responsibility, but just being burdened by someone. Right? There's a burden coming in. And this is interesting because it's like opposite this energy of your burden, your person is resonating with 7 of Wands, and it feels to me like their obstacle is whatever is weighing on you right now, right? And whatever is weighing on you right now goes back to all of this over here that you begin your week off with. So some of you might be getting a lot of messages. You might be getting a lot of phone calls or emails from certain people who, they may even be people that you haven't dealt with in a little while, or they may be people that you deal with on a regular basis. But for some reason, the interaction with them is going to feel suddenly, it's going to be in a really weird space. And at some point, it's going to feel like a heavy burden for you to maintain. And this is why I say, you know, this is what's affecting your love connection this week. And I wonder if it isn't a connection that you either have to people you feel like you have a responsibility to, or that you have a certain level of codependency with. That's why we have codependency showing up for you. Let's get some clarity on this, Capricorn. Interesting reading. There's some connection for some of you this week, okay? Because this is only one reading for one Capricorn. So if it doesn't resonate with you, fine. You know what I mean? But there may be portions of it that you can relate to. But this is a Capricorn who has some kind of codependent relationship out of obligation or burden somewhere in their life. It's something you feel passionate about because it's associated with a lot of Wands energy. Let's see what's coming out. Princess of Cups, the Emperor. There we go. And there's the Moon again. Even your person is feeling unsure about what's going on. You have 5 of Swords. There's a battle. Strength, and there you go. There's the Strength, and there is the Magician. All right, so let me pull these out a little bit so you can see what's going on here. And then I'm going to pull my beautiful Spirits of Darkness and Light deck that I just got from Mystic Moon, which I'm so excited about using in my love readings, which is why they were delayed slightly. Your person's resonating with Moon as well. Because this is a very, like, weird time where you guys are like, well, what is going on? What is pulling on me? Why am I suddenly, like, having all of this burden here? For you, it's a battle, Capricorn. You have a battle with someone, and it's really causing you to have to be very, very strong. Five of Swords. This could be a family battle. This could be a codependent relationship that you have with family. It doesn't necessarily have to be an ex. It could be family, or it could be some unit, right, that you feel like you have some kind of obligation with. But the energy with this unit is very confrontational. It's very there's a battle there, right? There's always a battle. There's always an argument. But yet there's a feeling of responsibility there. I think this is where the codependency comes in. You know, it almost feels to me like, sometimes you have a connection with a family member who makes your life hell. But you put up with them, right? And they have like a very unhappy life, right? But you're trying to support them. And in some way, some people say, well, you're enabling them, right? This is a feeling, I'm sure that this feels to me like a relationship that people have probably told you before, well, you're enabling that person, or you're enabling that portion of your family to act the way they do. But in any case, this week, it becomes too much for you, Ten of Wands. Whatever this connection is, this codependent connection you have in your life, really is too much for you. And I don't believe it's with this person here, because this person to me feels like they have your back. They're coming in with such logic here and clear-headedness. And really, Page of Swords also is someone who is really actively kind of fighting against negative emotions, negative doubt, self-doubt, That's what the page does with his sword. He's like, he's like fending off, the type of thoughts, right, that we have that slow us down or make us not believe in ourselves, doubts that we have that are just, they're just doubts, really. They're I want to say, feelings that come out of maybe a little bit of self-confidence waning, or self-esteem, or whatever the case is. But your person is resonating with that energy of wanting to keep your spirits up and wanting to get the negative feelings away. And I'm not surprised now, because you're coming out with that Five of Swords. There's a battle with this portion of your life, this group or this person. I think that really weighs you down, Capricorn. I think it really weighs you down. And I think that a lot of it with this moon energy does feel like you're being tested. I think you want to stick with them. I think you want to be by their side. You're exhibiting strength. You want to be there with them, right? You want to be there for them. Let me pull out an animal spirit. I feel like pulling out an animal spirit. And it just feels to me, Capricorn, like this week is a week where you're really coming to terms with it in a lot of ways. Because this Ten of Wands, for some of you, this situation is just going to become too much pressure, too much of a burden for you to carry. And you're going to be at a point where you lay it down. You resonate with the Magician and Three of Wands coming out of the week. So that is a feeling of really having total control, being back in control of everything that you are in terms of your skills, your ability, your talent, like just a wholeness that the Magician has. Feels like it was the right thing to do, right? And it's interesting that you would lay all this burden down finally, and then right after resonate with this Magician energy. Also, the Magician is coming out to confirm that. It is a power move, laying it down. It feels like a life power move for me, Capricorn. You can see that the Magician suddenly, he has the third eye wide open. And it's this feeling almost to me, Capricorn, like you may have been, and again, if it's like a family situation, to give you an example, that you've been dealing with, that you felt obligated to for a very, very long time. Now that you finally lay it down, as soon as you lay it down, your clarity comes in so strong here with the Magician. It's like your third eye opens wide up, and it's like you suddenly see the effects of this decision. But you've been putting off this decision for so long, trying to maintain, trying to have the strength, trying to get through the fights and the arguments, right? Not being sure of what to do, feeling like you're constantly being tested. Very strong testing energy is coming off of that moon for me during this reading as well. So it's this constant feeling of, well, you don't know if I let go of them or if I stop, maybe, I'll feel bad or it'll get worse or whatever the doubts are. But finally letting it go this week, it's like soon as you do, something turns on in you and you see the situation from a completely different perspective, from the perspective of the magician, who really to a certain degree sees all things in a lot of ways. Certainly sees things in a very sort of in a quantum way, how they may connect to each other. In any case, you then move forward with a feeling of patience here with Three of Wands, virtue, waiting, wondering what is going to happen next. Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. And why is this such a heavy personal reading coming in for your love connection? Because the person that you're with is somehow battling this with you this week. Right? They're battling this with you this week. They're trying to be very supportive. They have Page of Cups and Page of Swords here, King of Swords and Emperor. They're trying definitely to maintain the home life and the stability. It could be that you have children. You may even be married. If this is a family situation, you may be married. This could be a marriage. But this week, your partner, your person in this union is really fighting with you. And I want to say that they are... with this Emperor, they are really resonating with strong, sort of stable energy for you while you're going through this. Yet they also have Moon energy, and so I think a lot of it may be weighing heavy on them also. Make sure that if this is your situation, make sure to check in with your person and see how they are handling things or how they are feeling, because I think they are feeling also like they're being tested. Because this, this is one of those things where you're with somebody, but your whole life, your life and their life is focused on you. Now, sometimes it might be focused on them and their family or their situation, but this particular situation is your situation, Capricorn, and your person is right there with you, focusing in on it. So whenever that happens in a relationship, you also have to remember to take time out for them and check in with them and be like, okay, hey, I know this is all the Panther. Yeah, there you go. The Shark and the Beaver. Not surprised. Yeah, so you have to check in with them and see how they're faring. And for your person to be resonating with that moon, the moon came out twice. There's a lot of testing. Everyone in this relationship is feeling like they're being put through their paces this week. Panther comes in as a strong. So something chaotic has happened and really thrown everything up in the air. Right? And this is going to be one of the energies that's affecting the situation. Something chaotic has happened and it's impacted this connection you have with, again, I don't know. It could be, again, like I said, a person or a group of people in your family or friends. It could be an ex, whatever, but it's a connection with someone. It's a responsibility to someone. But some kind of crazy sort of chaotic event happens with that Panther and really throws everything up in the air for you guys. The thing with the Panther, though, is that it's fire energy, and it does mean that a lot of times chaos comes in. But chaos comes in for the purposes of sort of shaking everything up and letting the dust sort of settle and reorganizing everything in such a way that you have growth. There needed to be a shakeup. Some things needed to really get, disappeared. Panther is also the animal spirit for nihilism, right? Just obliterating, something out of existence, right? And making total room for something new. Shark talking about a strong water energy here. So a lot of feelings are being sort of, are simmering beneath the surface with that shark energy. So there's some emotions that are there. And I want to say, again, check in with your person this week. Because if they're resonating with a feeling of struggle here with the Seven of Wands and the Moon, they're also looking to the future with Page of Wands. If they, there's some deep hidden feelings here, I think, that are just beneath the surface, and you want to talk about these things, right? Because shark energy, the spirit of the shark comes in at a time, especially when we are dealing with stressful environments, right? Stressful environments or connections or interactions, what have you. Stressful, pressure, and we are not allowing our true feelings about what's going on to come to the surface, but they're lurking there. They're constantly lurking there like the shark. But of course, the shark, we have to watch out for the shark. That's a strong predator creature, and the shark will out. It will come out at some point. It will make itself known. The feelings will come out. And if you don't allow them to come out under your guidance, they will come out of your control, right? And then the feelings will be out of control. So talk about things, your person this week. If you're resonating with this energy, you have somebody who you're with who resembles this energy of being very strong, very dominating. I would say domineering, but not domineering in a bad way, right? Sort of like domineering in the sense of maintaining order in the home life, maintaining structure and stability. This week is a struggle for them. Beaver comes in, and the beaver is more water energy, but the beaver works really, really hard to maintain a healthy environment at home, a strong environment emotionally. Beavers make their home in water. It's an earth creature that makes its home in rivers, and they create these beautiful dams out of, pieces of the earth, right? Pieces of the earth, the trees, etc. And they make these beautiful, strong dams in which they live with their families. So as a symbol of the spirit of the beaver, we're talking about somebody who works very tirelessly to maintain a stable and safe environment amidst a lot of emotional chaos. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you resonating with this, or is it your person? Whoever it is, they're working tirelessly at it, and you, either or of you, need to check in with the other to make sure. Hey, Rocking Rob, happy Saturday. All right, let's pull out your spirits, guys. Spirit of the air, spirit of the woods, and zombie spirit. Wow. So there you have it. Air and woods. Interesting. Spirit of the air, spirit of the woods, clarity, awareness, and truth. And spirit of the woods, we're talking about voices, goblins, and nightmares. So there's doubts. There's a lot of doubts coming in. And I wouldn't be surprised, because spirit of the woods is almost similar a little bit to moon energy, in the sense that, hearing voices, seeing goblins, having nightmares, these are fears of the unknown, right? And this is similar to sort of what we would look at this is why we call the full moon, lunacy. Full moon, lunacy comes from the word lunar, comes from the word moon. So we imagine horrible things, and we have these ideas. This is all coming out of the darkness, right? When we can't see. Spirit of the woods, very similar to this moon energy. So it could be that your person is having a lot of negative feelings right now, a lot of doubts, a lot of nightmares. They may be having a lot of voices talking to them right now. In either case, whether it's your person, whether it's you, this comes out of the darkness, and what dispels the darkness? The light. And one form of light is to communicate. Spirit of the air. Clarity, awareness, and truth. Air is associated with communication, the mind, just as swords are air. So we're talking about clarity, awareness, and truth. So this is a form of light that dispels the darkness, awareness, talking about things. These are the two spirits that are coming in for you right now. And this is why I love this deck. And now you understand why I waited until I got this deck before I did the love readings, because the spirits of darkness and light, you have two opposing spirits working on you right now in this connection. One is of the woods, which is inherently of darkness and fear and nightmares, really, I want to say, right? And the other one is of clarity, awareness, and truth. Then you also have the zombie spirit coming in, talking about control, right? Being controlled, feeling empty, being controlled, feeling empty, feeling submissive. And this is interesting, because I feel like this might be, for some of you, it may be one of the energies that you were resonating with that's brought you to this Ten of Wands here. That feeling of finally letting go, because I think the situation here with this connection has been one that has made you feel controlled for a long time. You may have submitted to it by constantly engaging. And like I said earlier, codependency is a form of zombie spirit to a certain degree. It's somebody in a codependent relationship, at some point, one person is submissive and the other person is dominant, right? And then it may switch, right? But that is, to a certain degree, that is the nature of a codependent relationship, that desire for each person to be in the other role at one point in time. And there may have just come a point in time for you where you've been too much in that role of submitting. This could happen to a family also. If you're constantly submitting to the whims of a portion of your family, or a portion of your friend group, or even a portion of your colleagues at work, these type of relationships can pop up in all areas of our lives. And this week, this is what's affecting you. And these are the spirits that are helping you and that are working with you. Chaos's panther is coming in, and the shark is warning you. Somebody's working very hard, but this really requires a lot of honesty, a lot of communication, and a lot of facing up to how you truly feel. Certainly with this letting go. All right, guys, I am going to leave it at that. Hello, Farah. Farah Solomon. It's Saturday. Yes, it is. It's Saturday. It's Saturday here on the East Coast in America where I'm at. All right, guys, I love you so much. Please do not forget to let me know if you're interested in this tarot deck, which I'm giving away this month on my channel, the Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck. I'm just going to get ready to sign off. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video. When you subscribe, you can go ahead and check out the join button. If you want to become a member of my channel, it's only 99 cents a month. It will only ever be 99 cents a month, but I'm going to put the emojis up. You get these cool emojis, you get shout outs on your video, on your sun sign videos, and you also get members only videos, which I will be starting on soon for April. All right, guys, but for right now, I'm just going to say I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay safe and healthy and kind to each other. And if you want to get more, come back in just a little while where I will be streaming the weekly fire signs, starting with Aries and then Leo and then Sagittarius. All right, guys. All right. I love you so much. See you in a little while. Bye-bye now.